Guten Morgen, muchacho. How you doing? Welcome back to Football Digest Daily. Muchachos, how you doing? Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. I hope you did the tree planting jana tumepanda miti. In whichever sense you can take it, you can think of. I hope you did. Right? I had a fantastic Monday, ain't gonna lie. And a more fantastic weekend. And even a more fantastic weekend, of course. This was my birthday weekend, personally. So I've been having hella fun since Thursday last week. Yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I left for a long weekend. Eko too sour. And of course, doesn't get better than the sporting part of it. Football, I mean to be precise. Because of course, there was a Premier League happening the last game week before you go to the international break, which we are in right now. Quite some interesting games going on. On Saturday, the early kickoff was between Wolves and Spurs. Na sijaiona mahali Mbweha na kuku ishaikuwa contest. Ushaiona? Juu sijawai. Kila mahali ni Mbweha inashinda. And even for this case, there was no difference because the Wolves are not Mbwehas. Mbwehas are foxes. What do you call wolves? Okay, I don't know. I've never seen a contest between a wolf and a chicken is winning. No chance. So when Spurs went to play against the Wolves, of course, the Wolves are going to come out on top. And they did leave it late to come back and to go on top. But it was such an interesting watch, man. Ain't gonna lie. The last dying minutes, I think it's like the 8th time in the Premier League history that a team has won a game when going trailing in the 90th minute. When trailing in the 90th minute. Yeah, because Wolves, in the 90th minute, they were 1-0 down. But by the time the final whistle was blown, they were 2-1 up. So, yeah, I think there's like the 8th time. There's a statistics towards that. So, yeah, Wolves had a fantastic outing. I totally enjoyed watching the downfall of Spurs. Of course, comes effortlessly with me. It just goes on to vindicate what I had said, that I don't fear Spurs. I think they'll go down. And I sure think they are on their way down. When you take off some key pieces, I always said this is the strongest Spurs side there is, right? So, if you take off one piece of that jigsaw, does it still go on? And we took off Rafael van der Vaart. Okay, but Rafael van der Vaart was taken off. I think that's his name. And immediately the defense was in trouble. And we shown it against Chelsea. You know, like that's when it started crumbling. Maddison is now out, I think, till next year. How are they going to play? Udogie. Well, Udogie is too yellow, so maybe he might be back in that game. But I think for me, for Spurs, walikuwa hit crescendo yao. Like that's the highest as it can go. That's the peak. They cannot go past that, right? And I still don't think they have enough depth to contend for this title, to be honest. I don't think they do. I don't think they do. So they lost to Wolves. After that, we had, of course, a couple of games. And I'll be honest, this weekend for me, it was all about, besides being my birthday weekend, I had a very dope experience as a Guinness match day experience. That's why I watched the Sunday's game. So we'll get to that. Of course, at 6 p.m. we had Arsenal against which team was this? Burnley, a game which was expected. I mean, we expected to win. I actually expected us to keep a clean sheet. You know, those are the kind of games where winning 1-0 is not enough. We need to win like 3-0, 4-0, 4-1. It was a very easy game until Burnley equalized. Now, alikaa ni kama wamechokoza nyuki. And I was like, you guys want to play, huh? You want to play? Let's play then. Let's play. And immediately, of course, Saliba, yeah, with another magnificent performance, of course, put us ahead 2-1. Then we made it 3-1. Fantastic outing all around, no lie. First of all, the goal by Trossard, that was sheer will. Look, you know, like he would have injured himself. He actually did injure himself a little bit when he was going for the goal. Assisted again by Saka. I think Trossard has like 7 goals this season, and all of them have been assisted by Saka. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, so Trossard made it 1-0. Then Burnley equalized after some small mishap in the defense from our side. Then Saliba made it 2-1 before Zinchenko went over Bruce Lee on that thing and made it 3-1 for Arsenal. Fantastic outing for Zinchenko. I think he had a fantastic game, ain't gonna lie. And also for the goal, he just completed his utmost performance. It was a top performance by Zinchenko. I think having Ben White and Tomiyasu, well, like having Tomiyasu playing as a left back has challenged him kidogo to raise his level, because even defensively he looked a bit astute, you know. So yeah, it was a good all-round performance from Arsenal. Still no likes of Odegaard, still no likes of Jesus. Thomas Partey is out till next year. So yeah, we're still missing some few guys. Declan Rice, oh my God, this guy. Yani mchele, mchele ako fiti. As that was happening, Man United were playing against Luton Town. They won that game 1-0. Now, I don't want to bash them and say I expected some more goals, but because United have been down this season, so I may be asking a lot from them, but they won the game 1-0. And apparently, they're the most informed team in the league in the last 5 games. Crazy. 1 loss and 4 wins. So it's insane when you think about it. But yeah, it is what it is. And the win took them all the way to 6th, I think. They're now 6th in the standings, right position for Europa League next season, where they might just be playing this season. Then, of course, I don't think there was any other game being played at 6 p.m. The last game was Bournemouth versus Newcastle. A game which I thought, this is the kind of game that Newcastle do win. These are the kind of games that Newcastle do win. But Bournemouth, Bournemouth had other ideas. I have to be honest. I loved it. I'm loving watching Newcastle get beat since they stole from us last weekend. Or well, it's the officiating, not them, but they were in favor for that. So yeah, walienda wakapigwa Champions League Borussia Dortmund. I was super excited. They came back in the league of Bournemouth. They call over the moon. I'm happy. I feel like justice has already been done. It has been done as far as I'm concerned. Then, of course, on Sunday, we had a couple of games, Liverpool Brentford. This is now where I went to watch the game at the Guinness Match Experience. I'll be honest. It was dope. I look at it. Yeah, nice setup. The experience was fantastic. The performances, everything was good. It was good. I can't wait to see that again. Anyway, went to see Liverpool Brentford. Brentford, of course, they lost that game 3-0. Fantastic performance by Liverpool, by the way. But I feel like Endo Ataru, kuna kitu alidu mahali yenye could have been a card, but yeah, it didn't happen. So there was that. Then after that, of course, is where the big game between Chelsea and Manchester City. And I was watching this game, I'm thinking, Chelsea surely will get beat. I'll be honest, starting of that game, I wanted Chelsea to get beat just for the sake of it, because I knew some Chelsea fans and ilikuwa to antagonize. But also deep down, ningefurahia sana if Chelsea would have won that game, because it would have meant, just keeping Manchester City kidogo closer. They're not going like high and leaving us all behind. So I was kind of twisted. It was kind of confusing for me. So I started off supporting Manchester City kiasi. By halftime, I'm like, that's when I came to my senses. I'm like, no way. I can't honestly support Manchester City. These are guys we are going up against. They're not going up against Chelsea. Na Chelsea ni juu, unajua kuna ka agenda nilikuwa nako ka Chelsea na ni kama kanapiga ukuta vibaya. Chelsea, they have been meeting all these big teams and they are not losing. Chelsea met Spurs, they have not lost. They have played against Arsenal, they didn't lose. They have played against Liverpool, well, they did not lose. They have played against Manchester City, they did not lose. It's crazy. They always turn up in the big games. Unfortunately, at some point in time, they'll meet Manchester United somewhere, and I'm sure they will not turn up. Like I said, they only turn up when they meet big teams. Yeah, so they play against Manchester City, a heck of a game, a thriller and a half. 4-4, easily the game of the season so far. Back to back. It's crazy. It's insane when you think about it. There was no better game to watch, by the way. The only other better game to watch, or should have been watched at the Guinness Match Experience, was the Arsenal-Burnley game. The Arsenal-Burnley game peke yake, na hiyo game ya Chelsea-Manchester City, because goddamn, a thriller and a half. These are the kind of games you watch and you're like, thank God I got to watch this here, because I will never forget it. Ever. I will never forget. So it was a fantastic game. At some point in time, Manchester City thought they had won it when they took a 4-3 lead courtesy of Rodri. Ilikuwa inaka ile design yake ya Champions League, just a proper banger. And deflects off someone and just goes in the back of the net, thinking, okay, yeah, that's it. Man City wameshinda hii. Diaz was like, no, hold my beer. Diaz clearly haonangi Saliba. Now, a small word of advice. These defenders, Kina Diaz, all these other mandems, they should be watching Saliba. Easily. Go watch Saliba. You see the composure when you're inside the box and outside the box. Composure with the ball and everything else. Saliba is the epitome of composure in defense. Go watch Saliba. It's for your own good. Tell your defenders to go watch Saliba. It's for their own good. No lie. No lie. But yeah, still, there was some calls that were made refereeing-wise that were just like the first penalty, man. How is that a foul? If that is a foul, how is Gabriel's push by Joelinton not a foul? Manchester City have been getting some very easy refereeing decisions. The penalty they got against Chelsea, they don't get easier than that. The penalty they got against Manchester United, they don't get softer than that. These man, them have scored an offside goal against Fulham this season, and it was given, it stood. The Kovacic red card there should have been called against Arsenal. That should have been a red card. 2 yellows, in fact. If not, the first one is not a straight red card. The second, it's 2 yellows back to back. Take the guy off. The guy was not taken off. Man, them are walking away with 115 charges. Scot free. Everton wamevunja tu, I think, rules 12. Wamekimbizwa. Man City are just wako tu. These guys are having it easy, man. Easy, way too easy. Way too easy. And thank God for that start that they did not win this game. I mean, there's some decisions being made for Manchester City. Boy, they don't get softer. Anyway, yeah, so they didn't win the game 4-4. Fantastic game, I'm not going to lie. And there we were. Manchester City, they're just, I think, 1 point ahead of us now. Or are we level? No, I think we are level or something. Yeah, but it is what it is. No, we are level with Liverpool. But they're better than us with the goal difference, right? Because they've scored more goals. Manchester City, when we touch on 1 point, I think they have 28 points. We have 27. Liverpool have 27. Spurs have 26. I think Aston Villa have 25. Yeah, the gap at the top is quite close, to be honest. There's only 3 points between number 1 and number 5. 3 points. Yeah. So like next weekend, if Liverpool lose, or if Manchester City lose to Liverpool, and we win, of course, we go above Manchester City, right? But if Aston Villa win and Manchester City lose, watakuwa level. Villa watakuwa level na Manchester City. It's crazy at the top, man. It's looking good. That's how it's supposed to be. It's exactly how it's supposed to be. All right, folks, I hope you've had a fantastic weekend. Let's enjoy the international break, and then we check back now. Because after hapa ni hadi match next year. No breaks, just gang-ho football. Just gang-ho football. So, itakuwa noma. Have a fantastic outing. Enjoy your break. I'll catch you on the next one.